A healthy soil is one that supports the ecosystem that's counting on it to deliver what it needs. And what a soil needs to deliver is air for the roots, so that the roots and plants need oxygen, and they also need to be able to get rid of the CO2, that carbon dioxide that they respire. That needs to be taken away. And so oxygen and carbon dioxide are very important. So there has to be pore spaces in the soil. There has to be water. The water needs to be abundant enough that it allows the plant roots and the microorganisms to access the water, because all the nutrients that they need and all the carbon sources that they need for energy are in that water. And they actually live in the water films that surround the particles. So it has to have enough water that they can survive and get what they need, as well as not being so much water that the oxygen is limited. So they're pretty simple in their needs. They need oxygen, they need to get rid of their waste carbon dioxide, and they need to have nutrients and energy sources brought. They also need to have that material there that they need for energy and nutrients. And so there has to be enough organic matter in there that that the organisms that depend on it can then access that. So the health of the soil and all these characteristics of the soil that make it good for the other organisms are essentially what we're trying to recreate when we restore a soil. We know that we can have an advantage if we can start by putting back the topsoil that was there prior. And now I'm thinking more about situations where the land has been mined and the soil has been removed, and then it needs to be put back. So the most important thing to do in restoring a soil is to put back that material that was already there near the top, because that's the material that really is already a soil. So you're 9/10 of the way if you just put back the soil that was already there. And it's so obvious. It should be in all restoration practices. And then we have the basis of a soil ecosystem. We have mineral materials, we have organic materials, we have water, and we have air. And then with a little bit of time and a little bit of care to make sure there's a quite intimate mixing of those, then we can recreate the building blocks of a soil. Really, the essence of restoring a forest or an ecosystem on land is making sure that we have a healthy soil, and really nature can do the rest.